Joining me right now is Joe Soto. He is a UFC bantamweight. He'll be fighting Brent Johns on December 1st at the TUF finale. What's going on, Joe?
Nothing much. Just waiting for the big fight.
Are you eager?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just want to make weight, get some good meals in me, and just ready for the fight to be over with and have the result I want, hopefully.
In your UFC career started off pretty rocky, and now you've turned it around. You've won three in a row, and you've beaten some very good competition. What has contributed to this?
Uh, as far as starting off rocky, yeah, I mean, it was just a string of bad luck, but I think getting the streak going. I went down to Oyama's for a while. I'm back home now, but I was down at Colin Oyama's in Irvine. They have a really good team down there, and it kind of got me on track. Just kind of we did some different stuff that I hadn't been doing. A lot of drilling, but um, but I think that going down there helped me out a lot. And that kind of got me on track, and just not just that, but just getting used to the process too. Um, the UFC process, being there fight week, and kind of getting used to fighting there. I think I feel like I'm pretty used to it now.
Well, the UFC didn't make it easy for you because they sent you down to Brazil a few times to fight some of their guys, right? So, when you go down to Brazil, you don't know what's going to happen, especially if you go to the judges. So, in your last fight, what did you think like when you're going to go to the
Yeah,
judges, cuz that's in the back of your mind, right?
yeah. No, I was in the back of my mind for sure. I was like, and I wasn't like I blew them out of the water or nothing. I don't think, but um, so I didn't know how they were gonna. Yeah, I was nervous. I thought I did enough to win, but you know, um, I've lost close decisions before, and I thought, damn, this isn't Brazil. So yeah, I was hoping they were gonna give me the victory, and they did. So it worked out.
Yeah, the win in Brazil, was that a big confidence booster for you?
Yeah, I think well, really my third fight in, even though I lost it, it was a close fight. I felt like I got back on track with that fight. I felt like I kind of fought, the third round of that Michinori Tanaka fight. I felt like I got kind of on track with that. Then I had the
You almost
Kishida
got the
fight.
Gogo Plata, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was close. That was a heartbreaking thing not to get, but I felt like I got on track with that, and then I had and had the little 3 fight win streak now. But the Ronnie one was a big one. He was ranked number 14 in the world and a great grappler, one of the best grapplers, in the UFC. So that's definitely a confidence booster. I feel like I'm on the right track, and I'm excited.
For this camp, I heard that you were going up to Dave Terrell's gym and grappling with him, and also you've been working on your boxing. Now, can you go into detail about the boxing?
Yeah, no, I just because I left for a while. I mean, I used to when I fought like TJ and when I did some fights prior to the UFC. I was working out here in my hometown and with a boxing coach. So when I fought Dillashaw, I was working with this boxing coach, but then I hit like a rough patch, like I said, three losses. So I ended up leaving and went down to Oyama's. But now, I decided, to come back home and do most of my training here. I didn't want to be away from home, my kids, that long. So now I'm back with that boxing coach, and I was going up to Dave's gym like once every other week for a few days to get some grappling in with those guys. So they have a lot of guys up there in Santa Rosa, California, and yeah. So now I'm back with that boxing coach, Mitch Sandoval. So I feel good. I feel like I'm in great shape, and I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous. So
Yeah, your opponent coming up, he's undefeated. He's known to be a grinder and decisions. That's what he's known for. So, how do you prepare for a guy that is more of like, let's in terms decisionator?
I just prepared for him like he's the scariest, baddest dude on the planet, really. Um, I fought people like that before. Even Joe Warren. I fought Joe Warren a long time ago, and he was kind of known as a decision, a grinder. and he ended up finishing me. So like I can't just think like he's not gonna try to finish me, you know. This guy's I've seen Brett Johnson. He's getting better every fight. I thought he looked good his last fights, in the last 2 fights, you know, in the UFC. And you know, I don't say, oh, you know, I'm fighting a grinder. I'm fighting like the most scariest dude imaginable in my head. So just preparing as hard as I can, and I'm kind of more worried about what I'm going to do instead of what he's going to do. You know, I don't try not to worry about their style so much, like what he's going to throw or whatever. I kind of just been working on making sure I'm fine and my offense is fine and my shape's fine, and kind of just more focused on what I'm going to do than rather what he's going to do.
In the past, have you focused during a camp? Have you focused more on what the opponent's going to do, and was that a mistake for you? Is that why you changed it up, maybe?
Uh, no, that's just kind of how I've always done it, you know. I mean, but I just don't want to get overconfident either and be like, oh, this guy's just if he, you know, he's gonna try to grind me out. No, like this guy he's gonna try to finish me. So I just want to be prepared for any situation that I might find myself in. I go over 1,000 scenarios in my head, like how the fight could play out, even with me getting my butt whipped, you know, like just so in case I'm like on my back getting my butt whipped, I'm not surprised. Like, okay, you envisioned this, all right, what are you going to do? How are you going to get out of this situation? So I kind of put myself through every situation in my mind that I might find myself in a fight. So I'm not surprised if I get there in the fight.
Oh, with the UFC bantamweight division, you know, you're rising up the rankings. TJ Dillashaw wants to fight Mighty Mouse. You know, how do you feel about that? That kind of, you know, clogs up the division a little bit if he's going to focus on another, you know, a guy in another division. What do
I
you
mean,
think?
I understand it because he's trying to make money, you know, and the fight obviously I would think would make money. Um, it's a business, you know, so the UFC will probably be all about that. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good guys at 35s that, you know, will give him a tough fight. I just it's kind of funny too, calling out like a smaller guy, like going down. If you're gonna do a super fight or you're gonna call somebody out, because I seen them like calling Mighty Mouse out and kind of saying Mighty Mouse is scared. Like if you're gonna do like a super fight and you're gonna call in the champion out, like why do it the weight class below? Why not? When Max Holloway needed an opponent, why not go up and challenge Max? You know, it feels like he's picking on the smaller guy, but I mean, I understand too. I mean, maybe he knows that'd be a safer fight than Max, you know. So and it'd be a money fight. So I understand what he's doing. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not in that situation. You know what I mean? Maybe I would do what he would do too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely
But
true,
it
you know.
is. You know, just try not to focus too much on like TJ or other people. Just kind of try to focus on being the best fighter I could be.
All right. Well, now before I let you go, I wanted to ask you one last question. You know, Christmas is coming up. You're about to fight. You're about to get paid. Like, what do you plan on doing? You know, I know you have a family.
Yeah. So right away, the next following week is my daughter's birthday. So we'll go take her to Disneyland, and we'll
Whoa.
do that, and you know, just enjoy the holidays with my family. I do want to stay in shape. I don't want to be too happy this Christmas, you know. So I'm gonna be training, and hopefully I could get a quick turnaround if nothing serious injuries or nothing this fight. I want to be back in the cage by January or February at the latest. So, but I'm just gonna, you know, take my daughter to Disneyland and enjoy that with her the following weekend.
All right. Awesome. Thank you for your time and good luck this week on December 1st with your fight.
All right, thank you.